Uh, First, I gotta say it's an honor to share the stage with Peyton Manning. A man has won this award 5 times. You inspired a generation of quarterbacks, myself included, buddy, and proud to share the stage with you tonight. Thank you. I'd like to thank the Green Bay Packers, Mark, Brian, Russ, our incredible fan base. It's been an amazing 17 years. So thankful for the memories and the moments over the years. I'd like to thank Matt LaFleur and his perfectly groomed eyebrows. Where you at, Matty? There you are. Bree, thank you. Great job tonight on those. But in all seriousness, 2 out of 3 years winning this thing, you're a huge part of this. I love you. I appreciate you. Thanks for trusting me, supporting me, empowering me, and making things easy for me. Appreciate you, buddy. I'd like to thank my teammates. This is a special league that provides you so many incredible friendships that last longer than your time in the league. And I'm so thankful for the guys I get to come to work with every day, the memories, the jokes in the locker room, and going about it with them every week. I'd like to thank my inner circle. You know who you are. Thanks for your love and support this season, your consistency, reaching out like you do. It means the world to me. My Friday night crew, I love you guys, and you guys are a big reason I'm standing here. And lastly, I'd like to dedicate this award to the memory of 2 really important people to me who passed on in the last couple years. First is the man that drafted me in 2005, Ted Thompson. And the second is someone that many people here are familiar with, former producer of the ESPYs and the NFL Honors, a dear and loyal friend, Maura Mant. Thank you.
Welcome to Joe Sports Channel. You can follow me on Joe the Fighting Joe on Instagram. You can follow me on Taker Devil One hashtag Joe Sports Channel. Ladies and gentlemen and boys and girls of all ages, to all the wonderful and fantastic, beautiful Boonie believers, it is February 12th, 2022, and I hope you all, yes, you all are having a fantastic evening. The chat is roaring. We got 4 amazing people in the back. I got to say one thing. MVP, ladies and gentlemen, from Lubbock, Texas, himself, Mr. John Laurinaitis, from Vancouver, British Columbia, and a good friend of mine, Johnny B. Good, from the great city of London, Ontario, Canada. And we have one more. He's a brand new, beautiful Boonie believer, a good friend of mine that I met last night on the internet, my friend Omar. Good evening, folks.
Good evening.
How you doing, Joe?
I am doing fantastic. How are you guys doing? That's the most important question of the whole show tonight. How are you guys?
No, Joe, are you bringing people on you met last night
Omar, are you a good person?
I hope so. I hope so.
Nice to meet you, Omar. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Maybe just, throw it out there.
Yeah, whatever.
Folks, before we talk about the big topic on tonight's Super Bowl between the Cincinnati Bengals and Los Angeles Rams, I want your thoughts on Aaron Rodgers. I want to go with Johnny B. Good first. MVP. I wasn't too sure if Aaron Rodgers was actually going to be an MVP this year because all the media and the mainstream media talking about Aaron Rodgers, how bad of a person he is. But at the end of the day, he is the one got the victory. Thoughts on Aaron Rodgers, Johnny B. Good, MVP?
You know what? I like him. He's from the Bay Area, so you got to be good. I know they were saying he should have been a 49er, but all in all, he had a great season. And I know that there was some doubt or some question. Is he really the MVP? Is Mahomes the MVP? So, but again, I think he is, if you look at the players in this league, the ones that make teams go, I mean, yes, it was a tough tilt in the playoffs for the Packers, but if you look at just regular season, I mean, other than that first game of the season, I mean, the Packers had a great season. I mean, if you look at just the 18-week schedule, Rodgers was the man. I mean, he made those Packers go.
It's unfortunate how the playoffs ended for the Green Bay Packers, and I was pretty bummed out for a very long time, actually.
I felt bad for him, my friend. We had no business winning that game, honestly, because the second before halftime, we had negative 10 yards. We didn't even have a first down, and somehow we were only down by a touchdown. But that's all.
Never look back, Johnny. Never look back.
You gotta say that. Look, I'm very fortunate that Aaron Rodgers is an MVP. It's a second one of two MVPs in the last 2 years. Congratulations to him. But what's really great, he had 37 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions. This is impressive. I'm proud for the Packers organization that they gave him 17 years. I can't say that he's going to be a Packer next year. All I can say is I wish him all the best, and I hope he's a Packer by next year. Omar, on the other hand, I know you're a Cowboys fan, but he said you're an Aaron Rodgers fan as well. Thoughts on this whole thing with Aaron Rodgers becoming the most valuable player of all years at quarterback?
I think people tend to undermine Aaron Rodgers, especially Cowboys fans, or pretty much any team that the Packers beat in the playoffs. He gets a lot of hate for that, and I think you have to look at it from a perspective of just any person who watches NFL, not as a Cowboys fan, just as an NFL watcher. He's an amazing player. He's done amazing for the Packers. He's had a very big impact on the NFC East and on the NFL as a whole. And, even if he knocked us out a bunch of times in the playoffs and that one game in where Des Bryant dropped the catch, according to the officials, he's still an amazing player. He definitely deserves it. He's had an amazing season. I think he still has game in him. He can continue for, I think, a couple of seasons.
At least.
But you have to look at it. He's been successful in the commercial business. I've seen him a lot on TV. He has it in him, but he's gonna do like what Troy Aikman did back in the 90s. He's just gonna call it quits and continue on what he's doing.
Aaron Rodgers, like I was saying, 17 years in a Packers uniform, very successful quarterback, hasn't really gotten really brutally hit like a Ben Roethlisberger. If you look at, with the broken collarbones over the years, okay, that wasn't like year after year. He was a guy that was the comeback kid. If you don't remember, when they were down, I think 17-3 in the third quarter, and he came back on a one leg, and he came back and he beat the Chicago Bears in Green Bay, Wisconsin on one leg. And that was week 1, ladies and gentlemen. And a lot of people underestimate Aaron Rodgers, and people say Aaron Rodgers is a great quarterback, but he's not a good guy off the field. And I know we're talking football right now, but let me tell you something. I think Aaron Rodgers has one of the best personalities off the field. A lot of people like to talk smash about him because he talks the truth, and people do not want to hear the truth from Aaron Rodgers. That's why I support Aaron Rodgers, and I'm proud to be a Packers fan. And wherever he goes, I support that man until he retires and after retirement. John, you like Rodgers as well. Thoughts on valuable player of all year?
Yeah, well, there you go. 2 years in a row.
Yes.
You know, hey, I think he deserves it. I really do. You know what I mean? Like, I'll tell you, for me personally,
yes,
it's a toss-up for the best quarterbacks in the league between him and Brady. So, I mean, I don't know. On any given day, either one of them is the best quarterback as far as I'm concerned, but that's my opinion. I think he's all right. I think he's a good guy. He seems to come off pretty good to me. I think he's what's the word? Sounds like he's
humble man.
Yeah, he's appreciative of the organization of Green Bay that he's been with for all those years, and
he's consistent. John, you were looking. He's consistent.
Yeah, that's right. A good word, consistent. You know what I mean? Like he's been terrific for a long time. So I mean, you know, I can't say anything wrong about him. Not at all. In fact, he's been really good, really consistent, like Ing says, and you know, look at his stats. Like you said, he only got picked 4 times all season. That's you know, hard to believe. Really, it's really low. I mean, what goes on in these games, all the hijinks anymore, wild plays and stuff. That's pretty darn good. That's unreal. So, I think, I think he deserved it, and he seems to be pretty humble the way he took it there, and I think he's a good guy myself. I don't have a problem with Aaron Rodgers whatsoever. So, I don't know what else to say, but whether he comes back or not, I don't know. I don't know if he's said anything yet, but whether he's, you know, like Omar said, he's probably got, you know, another couple of years in him if he wants to continue. He probably could play it, not a problem, as long as he's, you know what I mean. He hasn't like you said, hasn't had the catastrophic injuries like a lot of players have had, at least not for a long time. And you know what I mean. He's still in good shape and everything else. So I guess that'll come down to him as what he's going to do going forward. But unless he announces something or there's rumors that are substantiated, then we'll just have to see what happens, I guess.
Well, he's 38 now, so it depends if he wants to do put in the Brady time or if he's going to retire. You know, before.
He's 30. He's 38.
He's still got some left in him. I think he can still.
That's right. Yeah, there you go.
He's 38, but he's very consistent, and just again proud to be a Packers fan, and congratulations.
He can still move pretty quick when he has to out of the pockets for his.
I was going to say I'd take him as a quarterback. I mean,
I know you would. You know, you had the chance to, but what'd you do? You dropped him. You threw him in the garbage. You know? You throw him out like a radish and cougar. Get out of here, buddy. Anyways, we can talk about Aaron Rodgers all night. We'll bring it back up later into the show, but let's get down to business, folks. The Cincinnati Bengals are really in the Super Bowl. They're facing the Los Angeles Rams in Los Angeles, California. I want everybody's take on this. I first have to say I am so happy that Matthew frickin' Stafford is in the Super Bowl. Johnny, be good. Go first. Prediction, spread, and score. Go ahead.
Prediction. Well, I've got to say the NFC West is the best, so I'm going to go with the Rams. Even though they did beat the 49ers, they are a solid team. I do like the Bengals. I just think they're still a young, growing team. I'm still surprised that the Chiefs blew it. I mean, really, to me, it wasn't so much the Bengals won as the Chiefs blew it. I mean, they really, up 18 points there and didn't put it away when they had the chance. That happened in quite a few games there. But so my prediction, I'm going to say Rams. Oh boy, what am I going to say? I think the Rams. I'll say 34-20 Rams. Final score. Because again, I just see the Rams, putting up the points. I think might even jump out of the gate 17-3, and the Rams have a tendency to let their foot off of the gas, and the Bengals are known as the comeback kids. So I kind of see maybe the Rams jumping out to an early lead, and then the Bengals clawing their way back in. But in the end, I think it'll be the Rams.
Omar, I'm excited for this one. I want to hear this from you.
I mean, obviously the Bengals are the underdogs over here. They were never expected to make it to the Super Bowl early on in the season. Nobody would have said that Joe Burrow's team is going to make it. I feel like the Bengals making it to the Super Bowl is like exactly how it was when the Eagles made it back in Super Bowl 52 with the Patriots. For me, it's really similar. The Rams, obviously, they're one of the like you could bet on the Rams before the season started, but I feel like I'm going with the underdogs here because this is really similar to what happened in a few years ago with the Eagles. I would say it's a low-scored game because it's a really fair matchup, in my opinion. Looking at how both teams play, it'll be a low-scoring, even though it's a Super Bowl. But I feel like the Bengals and Joe Burrow will clutch up and then will take the Lombardi.
The Eagles that year when they won their Super Bowl, they barely lost games. Like they barely lost games. So they were one of the favorites to go to the Super Bowl. Cincinnati wasn't.
That's right.
Not even make the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
But I understand where you're coming from, right? Because the underdog, you're playing Brady in the Super Bowl. Of course, Tom Brady's going to whip Nick Foles. Who's Nick Foles? Who's this? Who's Nick Foles? Nobody.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Doesn't even win.
Who's Nick Foles? Well, Nick Foles, he won a Super Bowl. Who's Joe Burrow? Joe Burrow last year was out half of the season, most of the season, right? So Joe Burrow can be Nick Foles. Now, obviously, Joe Burrow is better than Nick Foles. And I see a tight battle between those two.
I agree.
John, the Laurenatus.
Yeah.
What do you think with the Los Angeles Rams and Cincinnati Bengals tomorrow night at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time on CTV News?
Well, like everyone's talking about, Cincinnati is the underdog. There's no doubt about it. They were never supposed to get this far. Most improved team in all of NFL. There's no doubt about it. There's no other way to put it. No other team has improved this much. There's other teams that have improved a lot. Dallas is one of them. But the Bengals just went beyond that to get as far as they did. And the way they played all season was something else. So I don't know. They're the underdog. So I don't know. Both teams are good, but the Rams, I don't know. I think they might have a little bit more on them, for them, whatever. I think the Rams will take it, but I don't think it's going to be a big blowout. I would say maybe, I don't know, maybe 27-21 or something like that. Maybe, you know what I mean? Like, not a big spread. Not a big spread. I don't think it'll be a blowout. I can't see it. But
you don't see a Kansas City and Tampa Bay blowout like a 31-9. You're not seeing that?
No, because now you can't see it. Like both quarterbacks are so good that I can't see them screwing up too much, and they both have pretty good defense. So I mean, I don't know. It's going to be I don't think it'll be a blowout. If it is, that's too bad because I don't like that, especially the Super Bowl. We've seen games like that, or we've seen other games that were kind of either the other way, low scoring. But there's nothing wrong with low scoring, but just if it's a tight game. But I mean, I think it'll be about maybe 27, maybe 30-21, something like that for the Rams. But again, it should be interesting. It should be interesting. And, you never know. We'll see what happens. But, yeah, they are favored. But, time will tell. I guess we'll see them or not. So,
yeah. Ing, I know you're not a big football fan. You're more into hockey. But I want your opinion on this.
Joe, I know one thing for a fact. The Rams will not win the Stanley Cup. But... No, I have money on the Rams, and I think it will go into overtime.
Into overtime.
Wow.
All I got.
I don't know if that's happened in the Super Bowl. That's an interesting one. Yeah. I was going to say one of the key matchups. They've both got great receivers. They've both got a great ground game running. But the battle and quarterbacks, of course, both. Burrow's great, Stafford's great. But I think the real battle's in the trenches. So you look at the Bengals O-line and the Rams defensive line. So I don't know if the O-line from the Bengals can handle Aaron Donald and Floyd and all those guys I think Burrow might be scrambling quite a bit, trying to, because the Chiefs already had him on the ropes quite a few times. He managed to, was it 9 sacks? I think, Becky? I can't remember.
9 sacks.
I'm thinking, boy, if that's the Chiefs, then I can just see the Rams are going to gobble up Burrow. So, but again, I think it'll still be a good game either way.
I still don't understand how the Titans did not beat Cincinnati. 9 sacks. Usually when you have 9 sacks, it's a blowout.
Well, like I said, they were up 21, and they should have had another score at the half. They blew it with that timeout, and they just had 0 points the second half, right? So, they scored, I mean, they would have put the game away already at halftime. But so again, it was just they just allowed the Bengals to claw their way back in. But I just don't see. Well, the Rams almost had that happen to them too with the Bucks, right? So, but yeah, so I think it's going to be a good game, but it'll be just interesting battle to watch the defensive line and Aaron Donald and against Burrow to see how that one's going to play out.
Now I want to give you my prediction and score. Everybody's been waiting for this. I've told some people, but I'm excited to say it live on air. First off, I want to say again, congratulations to Matthew Stafford on leaving Detroit. Over 11 years in Detroit, 1 playoff game. I felt bad for Megatron.
I almost feel bad for Goff, but he wouldn't have got him there.
This is a story to tell. This will be actually in books one day if this actually happens. Leaving Detroit, going to Los Angeles, first year winning the Super Bowl. I am picking the Los Angeles Rams winning by 10 or more. I think it's going to be a really good football game, but I think Aaron Donald and Von Miller are way too good for the Cincinnati Bengals. I think if Joe Burrow scrambles enough, he's going to be like a Patrick Mahomes on the edges, running like a little kid for his life. You look at Sean McVay. You want to coach like Sean McVay, a guy that hugs you, kisses you, the energy like a little kid jumping on the field. He wants your players all pumped up. That's a coach right there. That's a real coach. I remember playing football in high school. That was my coach, jumping up and cheering and going crazy. He wants the team to win. Rams are going to win tomorrow. It's going to be a good battle, but I'm picking Los Angeles to win 31-21, the final. And the halftime show, I can't wait for that.
High or low scoring?
Say what?
High or low scoring?
31-21.
Wow.
Yeah. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game.
Yeah. I think the Rams with Cooper Kupp and that the field, I see them putting up against at least 30 points on the Bengals. So,
you know what? I like Cooper Kupp, and I like Odell Beckham Jr. Everybody was saying Odell's done. He's not going anywhere. He went to New York.
They don't have to worry about snow or bad weather. They're in LA. They've got a clear field, so I think both offenses will be slinging that ball.
Yeah, I just want to see Stafford win it, just for his sake and for his wife and just for everything that he's been through in Detroit. And you look at Odell Beckham Jr. Was a giant for many years, barely even made the playoffs. Went to Cleveland, played hideous football there. Was crap there, got released, went to the Rams, first playoff game they won, 2 playoff games they won, now they're in the Super Bowl. This is a story to tell, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be in the books one day. I'm telling you, Matthew Stafford going from 11 years in Detroit to go to Los Angeles to win a Super Bowl their first year. It's pretty impressive.
I was going to say, anybody lasting that long in Detroit deserves a win.
Really, it's
that's
Good comment.
don't you guys feel bad for Detroit? Let's just talk about that for a second.
oh yeah.
You know what? There is hope, right? I mean, yes, they've had it bad, but I look at they're a young core. They're a good group of kids. I mean, look at the last couple of games of the season. They were in there, right? They weren't losing by blowouts, right? They were in most of the games, but this is a young team. Now, if they can draft a quarterback to go with Goff and add some other key players, I think they're going to be a team in the next couple of years, kind of like a Bengals. Everybody laughed at the Bengals over the last couple of years, right? They were the team that everybody beat up on. Here they are on the Super Bowl, right? So I'm not saying the Lions are going to get to the Super Bowl, but they're on that track where they've got the right players. They're getting the pieces in place, right? So
you know what they are, and it's the players are okay. Like I said this yesterday, a couple of days ago to my buddy. They're easily a 10-6 team. They're easily a 10-16, like because this year they weren't blowing out a couple games maybe, but they had some good football games. They lost with last second like the Justin Tucker
Oh,
66-yard
I
field goal.
felt bad. How many games did they lose by the last play of the game or a field goal or a last night, right? So, I mean, the record looks bad, but if you look at the games, they were in a lot of the games. They just got to figure out how to win. Kind of like the Bengals did, right? They were in a lot of those games, but they weren't winning. But they found a way to win this year, right?
They found a way to win, and you know what? I'm proud of them. I really am. Like John was saying with Cincinnati, they are the most improved team, out of John's words, out of his mouth, the most improved team. And who would even thought Cincinnati would go this far? You know, you're going okay. You beat the Titans. That was a shocker to a lot of people. A lot of people were picking actually Cincinnati to win that game, like my cousins and all that, and they were right. But most of the population of football fans, like NFL, thought Tennessee was going to win. And then you go to Arrowhead, and you're down that many points at
18
halftime,
points, yeah.
and you come back and beat Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. That was a shocker to me. And Omar, sorry to say, man, but I don't even think Dallas could even do that.
No. Look, when you're a Cowboys fan, you have to expect a letdown at any moment. That's just part of being a Cowboys fan, right? It's part of it. It's you obviously want them to win, but Dak, CD, even if the whole team was healthy, they don't clutch up like that. The thing with Dallas, if it's like the UFC, if you get the first punch in, the odds are in your favor. Dallas, if they don't get their first punch in or their first few punches in, game over. And you can like look at every game. Whoever scores first wins the game in that for most Cowboys games. And it's sad.
The defense is greatly improved. I mean, from where they were, again, you look at the Cowboys. I mean, yeah, okay, they lost the playoff game. They were a second seed, but they're improving, right? The defense was greatly improved. The defense kept them in that game, but if only Dak and the offense could have put up some more points, it would have been a different story.
That's the problem.
Well, you know, Omar, you've been a Cowboys fan for a very long time. If you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
I'm 18.
You're 18 years old, so you watched.
I was just saying it. What do you mean long time? 18 years. Hey, it's all his life. You can't put it that way. It's all his life. Go ahead, Omar. Salam alaikum, brother.
I love this German. I freaking love it. He's hilarious. Going back to what I was saying, Ing, for disrespecting me, interrupting what I was saying. 18 years. When did you start watching Dallas?
For as long as I can remember, like when I was 5, 6. But I do like watch a lot of old games. I'm a big fan of like Doomsday Defense or the Troy Aikman team or the Staubach team. I'm a big fan of them.
In your opinion, in watching Dallas for so many, what was the most successful team out of all those years as a Cowboys fan yourself? This year, previous years with Tony Romo? What?
The most successful season for the Cowboys, we talked about this yesterday. It was probably the season with the Packers and with that big letdown. Mm-hmm. In my opinion, though, the Cowboys were never that close into getting a Super Bowl. As long as that Jerry Jones is there, and as long as that whole team of managers and owners is there, they're never going to be able to fully show their potential to the world. But in terms of best season, that Tony Romo team, Jason Witten, Cole Beasley, Des Bryant, Tony Romo. The defense was amazing too. Sean Lee, and
he was great. Sean Lee, I miss him.
Jimmy Johnson, the Jimmy Johnson era, I think was their best time.
That's all I research. The Jimmy Johnson era, and he eventually left because of Jerry Jones.
Yeah.
I think
that's honestly why my one things that why I dislike the Cowboys is Jerry Jones, not just on the Cowboys, but sometimes on the league. I mean, you look at all these changes with teams moving, and I get it. It's about the money. I mean, you look at San Diego left to go to LA because they built a new stadium, and the Rams were in St. Louis. They left to come to LA. Oakland left. Now they're in Vegas, right? I think a lot of that has to do with the ownership, and Jerry Jones is a big influence.
It does.
I think the biggest problem for Dallas players are they don't want to play under Jerry Jones. You know, it's like opening your own restaurant up and you're not a chef, like Gordon Ramsay. Those shows, you don't know nothing about food. You just put this on the table, this on the table. You got to have these appetizers. Same thing with Jerry Jones. He's just there for the money. He doesn't care about anything else.
You got a lot of nice
players.
players.
He's a bad guy. I'm not saying he's bad whatsoever. I'm just saying he doesn't know what he's doing, and he's wrecking the Dallas Cowboys franchise. Remember, they're America's team. If you really want to talk about, they are America's team. The Cowboy and the Redskin. Those two used to always play each other. That was a rival for years, and it still is till today. And you know what? As a Packer fan myself, I feel your pain. I'm a Leafs fan. Okay, I'm a Toronto Maple Leafs fan.
I really feel your pain.
Every single night, okay? Every single night. They're a good team this year, but I feel your pain. I know exactly what you go through, and I feel so sorry for people that have been Cowboy fans so many years and they let them down, and it hurts, buddy. Coming from a Packers fan, I'm saying that. Not
it does. It does. I mean, it's part of it, though. Like, you ask any Cowboys fan right now.
Yeah. Oh, most Cowboy fans, the majority.
Part of being a Cowboys fan is getting hurt.
Well, it's funny. I was listening to Michael Irvin, and he said the problem with the Cowboys is it's like they're treated. It's like they have it too good. I don't know if that's. They did. They said the locker room. So it's like they got the best of the best. They got a I'm not really sure how he put it. He just kind of put it that they're treated so well by management, or the luxury that maybe they don't go through the downs and feel the pains. Well, they feel the pains, but he was just saying that they're not where they need to be to get to that next level.
They're not, yeah.
And it sucks and it's frustrating. And a lot of people blamed Coach Mike McCarthy for that game. But let's blame, obviously Dak Prescott. What was he doing? Like, I was just going crazy. You have no time.
He's overrated myself in the same way. They always talk about Dak and the running back. Zeke. I still think Zeke is good, but they just put on this pedestal, and the same with Dak, and I think they're good, but they're not. I don't know if they're that some Mahomes level or a Joe Burrow level or I mean, Josh Allen. I don't know if they're like up that kind of upper echelon. I can't quite put them in that upper echelon.
I'm not obviously. You have to believe in Dak Prescott as a Cowboys fan, but the thing is that, like, not to defend him or anything, I don't think he's that great. Obviously, he's good, but he's not that great. The thing with him is that he's under a lot of pressure. Not to, you have to defend him a little bit. Like, he's under the spotlight of the franchise quarterback for the America's team. Like, he's under that spotlight. That's a really big spotlight. He's under a lot of pressure. Has to meet a lot of expectations from fans, from managers.
And like being a Raiders fan too.
Yeah, exactly.
Or a Packers. Yeah.
I know, buddy. I know exactly, and I hope they can find a way to get out of this problem, because it's big. Like, this is not good. Okay, like, you guys have everything on the table. Everything.
Oh,
like, you got the whole meal from first.
Look at team stats, and you'll see that the Cowboys are always up there, especially on offense.
Yeah, they've always had a good team. That's one thing. It's just can't finish.
Let's say either what is it? They put up 50 points on the Eagles in that one game. They were playing the third string, and some of those other games. I mean, in the division, they're going against the Giants and they're going against the Eagles and Redskins. So they're all kind of rebuilds at this point. So it's easy to make the numbers look good, I guess.
It is.
That's a good point. I can't even argue with that. It's just they're not. The NFC East is not the best division in the NFC. It's not. It
used to be at one time. I remember that.
It was. I think they're all trying to rebuild. I mean, you look at every team in there. I mean, the Eagles are improved, and Redskins are on their way. Giants, I don't know. They're still stuck in the mud, but they're trying to make strides.
You know what? I always say every year they're the same, but I think they even got worse this year than last year.
If that's possible. I don't know.
I want to ask all you guys, especially my good friend John up there, what's for the Super Bowl tomorrow? What's for snacks? You guys having wings or what's going on over there?
Oh yeah, Super Bowl food.
Yeah, what's the Super Bowl food? John, go ahead, Mr. Leonidas first. What's the food tomorrow? Chili? Yeah, ribs, chili.
Oh yeah, everything. Wings, chili, you name it. We got it.
You got it?
Oh yeah, wings and chili, big time. Those two
For
are
me,
big.
I like doing the nachos.
Yeah,
get
hey, that's a good choice, too.
nachos, fully loaded. With the
Whoa.
beef,
Sour cream.
peppers, and can't beat that. And some wings to go with nachos.
Guys, don't be liars. There is no Super Bowl without a line of cocaine. Fuck what you eat.
Yeah. I'm not sure what's going on in your house, but
Guys, you know.
I don't even know. Johnny, be good. I don't even know why I said that. Just go ahead.
That's funny.
Johnny, be good. You go. You're next. What's food tomorrow night? Oh, I freaking love you, freaking Ing.
what's that? Oh,
What's for food tomorrow for the Super Bowl?
oh, well, definitely not what Ing said. Especially not with the kid. My two sons around, but.
I hear you, brother. I hear you.
Like
I don't
said,
want my kids to do.
Nachos. I love a big pile of nachos, sour cream, salsa, fully loaded, and just drip with cheese and all the toppings. So I love that, and like you said, some wings, and might have some other chips and other goodies. But that's the meat for me. What I enjoy.
Omar.
We're getting some wings, some nachos. You can't have a Super Bowl without no nachos. Some chips, some drinks, non-alcoholic. I don't do that.
Brown pops. There we go. Brown pop.
Brown pop.
What's it called? Brown pop?
What was that?
What was it? All I heard was brown pop.
Some brown pop.
What is that? Is that I never heard that in my life.
That's beer.
Beer.
I don't drink beer, so I wouldn't know.
No, that's I didn't either.
Brown pop.
Coke,
I
root beer.
Oh, root beer.
There you go.
All I heard was brown beer. That's all I heard, not root beer. I didn't hear the root. Sorry, guys.
It's all sugar. You will be up for 3 days, Joe. Don't do root beer. It's not good for you.
Oh, you want a high? Drink Mountain Dew. More caffeine than 15 coffees in one can.
Yep.
Yeah, really. For me, I think tomorrow night we're gonna have chili. We're gonna have steak, nice ribeye steaks. We're gonna have chicken wings.
I'm coming to your place.
You're more welcome, buddy. You're more than welcome. What else? I like those chips from Freshco, Johnny. Be good. The full loaded ketchup. They're really good. I'm gonna get some of those.
Oh.
And some hot nachos on the side with sour cream. Sour cream and hot nachos are really good. And then probably water, Mountain Dew. I might get some Mountain Dew as well, John. I love Mountain Dew.
You're talking them into it.
And just have a good time with some friends and family. And maybe even pizza, Rita. Maybe even some pizza on the side.
Oh, pizza. Yeah. Forgot about that.
Yeah. Eng, what are you going to have, man?
No, everything you just mentioned goes right to my hips. Give me something diet because I'm overweight. I'm kidding. Go ahead, Omar.
What kind of pizza? What do you put on your pizza?
Me, I like ground beef, pineapple, mushroom, and green pepper with cheese.
Oh,
shredded cheese.
Oh, that's
Shredded cheese.
Pineapple is great. Hawaiian pizza is my favorite. I'm sorry. Double sauce, double cheese.
I'm strongly against pineapple on pizza.
Oh, strong.
I want to ask people that don't like pineapple pizza. What is it about?
Funny, you're either strongly for it or strongly against it. There's no kind of
fruit.
It's a fruit.
It's a fruit. It doesn't belong on.
No, what happened, Omar? No, he has a story to tell. Let him tell Omar what happened with you and pineapple.
Look, I love pineapples. I love the fruit. Right? It's sweet. It's tangy. Everything. It just doesn't belong on bread. Marinara sauce.
You don't want to mix the main meal with the dessert. I get it. You're right. Yes, I get it.
Right,
party all in one.
You eat what you want to. Omar.
Isn't a tomato a fruit, ladies and gentlemen?
Oh, here we go.
Whoa.
Technicality.
Hawaiian pizza.
How can a tomato be on a pizza but not a pineapple? I'd rather have something sweet than a tomato. I'm just saying.
Well, you get that Italian.
Yeah, but
sauce.
tomato is not showing off very well as a fruit.
Hey, some countries, man, in Europe, they have tomato, they got bananas, they got all different kinds of
Bananas,
things.
come on.
Yes, you know.
That's too much.
Bananas. Yeah,
Bananas.
you never have bananas.
Next thing you know, you'll say peanut butter bananas. Talk about eating a pizza. Where's
Peanut
the
butter
taste?
jelly.
That would kill the cheese taste. Come on now.
No, I'm just saying, man. Pineapple's good on
Whoa.
pizza, man. You know,
That would be
He's got a point. He's got a point.
that would be disgusting.
Yeah.
what would be disgusting, Mr. Laurinaitis?
Peanut butter and bananas on a pizza.
Ooh.
Wouldn't
You know what?
Wouldn't you almost puke? I don't know. I would like it.
I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try that.
Do it.
Oh my God.
Whoa,
I'm gonna go on Shark Tank. And
I don't
I'm gonna
think tomato sauce and peanut butter would gel very good. I don't think so.
I'm gonna go on Shark Tank and invest peanut butter on banana pizza. That'd be amazing.
Oh, they'll shut you down for sure. They'll kick you off the show.
If this is going like this, we're gonna be on Netflix next year. You just wait.
Pineapple with ham.
Anyway, whatever. It's what you like.
There we
you know what I
go.
mean?
There
Some
we go.
people like it.
Pepperoni, pineapple, bacon, all those. Italian sausage,
Oh, loaded, fully loaded. Meat eaters.
I don't believe in that.
just like my nachos.
There you go. Fully loaded. There you go. Well, like you
Omar,
say,
where
everyone
you,
has their own
where
ideas.
you from the States, buddy? I forgot where you
That
are.
was
You're from Dallas.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm actually a question for you from Dallas because you're in Dallas. What is a reasonable Cowboy ticket price? Like, are they reasonable price? Are they expensive? What's the
Regular
cost of a Cowboy ticket? So
regular
what?
season?
Yeah, regular season. Let's say I want to go watch, I don't know, Tampa Bay or the Packers. Yeah, something like that. Like, well, how much would they be? Would they be expensive because they're playing a better team?
Oh yeah,
Or what? It goes by that.
it does go by that. It changes. It's like a few $100s difference.
Oh, man.
Very back row, like the worst tickets you can get. Regular season go for around 300. You can
Oh,
might be able to get them for 250. It's like
Whoa.
that's not good.
250 US.
Wow.
That'd be like a Giants game then, way in the back.
You
I hope
want to
they're
be in the back.
I hope they're not $250 giant tickets. Not even
Well,
one.
it's-
50
it's
cents.
my
It'd be
fault.
for free.
good tickets for like 200. Good tickets.
Wow. Okay.
All right.
That's not bad. When me and
I
Mr.
like hockey
Laurinaitis-
tickets then.
yeah, really. When me and John went to Pittsburgh, John, we paid about, well, I don't know, it was like $210, $212 US. And we
Something like
sat
that. We had good seats too.
at the end zone, but in the back. And this one guy, these two guys says, you know what? They're horrible seats. Me and John went and witnessed them. It was the best. You could see the whole field. Fans were there. Everything was there. People say, oh, they're not good seats. They're probably one of the best seats to sit in, especially Heinz Field. It's a
Heinz
beautiful
Field,
stadium. Yeah, beautiful. It's big, and you can see everything. Like really, really good. Crowded people too. Is that in the nosebleed section? Are you talking about
We weren't in the nosebleeds, that's for sure.
not us? We weren't in the nosebleeds. No.
Oh, we were on the upper tier of the what do you call it? The end zone.
The end
but-
zone?
But the first level, and it was we were the top row. Hey, you could get out of there quick, go to the concession, the washroom, lickety split,
Oh,
and you could see it. You could see them coming and going on the field, and pretty well. It was excellent.
There's a place where you can stand in the AT&T Stadium. It's called the standing room, and it's a lot cheaper. You can get a ticket for like $50 or $60.
Oh
but
yeah, that'd be good.
it's you're just standing the whole time.
Yeah,
can't
you
sit.
definitely.
wouldn't be
stand. I
fun.
got you. Yeah.
It's a better atmosphere, but it's just a crowd of people
Oh yeah.
working through, and it's
There you
pretty
go.
close, honestly.
There's some crowd surfing in there.
Oh yeah.
Mosh pit.
My last question for him. I know you
Wow.
got some business to do, but I don't know. Can you take one more question if I ask you a question? Omar, yeah, because I know you got.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
My last question for you, brother, is off season. What are you expected to see from Dallas going into the new season coming up? Anything different? Change of management, players, trading players, drafting some other maybe receivers out there, or what's going to be happening with Dallas?
I would invest in for the draft. Let's start with the draft. I would invest in. I wouldn't go quarterback. Like that's too much. You can still see some Dak doing something. I want to see a better.
I want to see what?
I want to see the O-line getting better. You have to compensate for the fact that Dak just doesn't cut it, but you still have to keep him. So might as well invest in a better O-line. You have amazing running backs. You have amazing receivers. You have amazing tight ends. They're very underrated.
Yeah, Pollard's good.
Pollard's really good. He's quick, and then you got Zeke who can just ram through things. And the D line is amazing. I would also invest in a safety. You need a good safety.
They really do. That's the problem. That's the biggest problem, actually.
That's a really big problem. Look,
A lot of teams.
can
I
talk
can
about
say
it all
that
day.
for mine too.
Diggs is an amazing player if he's playing coverage. Just don't put him man to man. Stop putting him man to man. All of the Cowboys defense, the whole weak point of the Dallas defense is man to man. Our players are not built for man to man. That's the big problem. They're amazing on coverage. I'll give them that much. But man to man, they're just not cutting it.
Well, is Quinn leaving or is he staying?
I think he's staying. Hopefully.
Okay, I thought somebody was hiring him or taking him out, so I thought they had to look for a new defensive coordinator, which would have worked.
He got the defensive what is it? Defensive coaching.
Excuse me, Rita.
Hi.
Okay.
Isn't
How's everybody doing?
great? Great.
Good to see everybody.
Rita, can you not make it all about you? I want to say something to Omar. I'm kidding. Good to see. But, for Omar, the Dallas Cowboys have one of the lowest budgets in the NFL, but the most committed fans. Just saying.
Well, the most expensive stadium.
And I love you, Rita. I love you.
I love you too. You got a little white here?
It's a little nervous.
It's not the Super Bowl yet. Not the Super Bowl yet.
That's normal.
Mr. Leonardis, we were talking about a guy before coming on.
My drug dealer is only coming out.
Guys, we were talking about a guy coming on the show tonight. Maybe he's going to come on. Ladies and gentlemen, finally, Mr. Johnny Savage. Johnny
What's
Savage.
up? What's up?
Oh, man.
Hey,
Hey.
Johnny, good to see you.
All right.
hey, what's up, E? How you doing, you guys?
Not
How you
bad.
doing? I love you. I love you guys, man.
Omar, go
You
ahead.
too.
It's been a pleasure meeting everyone. I do have to go though. It's been really great talking to everyone.
Salam alaikum, brother.
All right, Omar.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Omar.
Yeah.
I like you Germans.
Get back on the show.
Don't do that. Don't. I left Germany for a reason. Fuck them all. I'm kidding. I'm just.
Omar, you son of a
Sorry,
gun.
Johnny, be good.
You're on a timeout, bad boy.
It's okay. The kids are gone to bed.
Omar, I want to thank you seriously, man, for coming on, taking time.
Yeah, of course. I would love to get back.
Hey, who you guys going for? Super Bowl. Who you guys going for?
Take care, Omar. I'll talk to you soon, brother.
Of course.
Salam. I'm picking the Rams, Johnny Savage, but I want your
The
thoughts.
lamb chops?
Yeah,
The lamb chops?
Yes, the lamb chops.
I hate the lamb chops.
Oh,
What's your prediction for
I'll
tomorrow
go
night?
for
for Stafford to win it and the OBG.
No, it's not. It's not. I think it's gonna be the Bengals, man. The Bengals.
Oh, Bengals.
Bengals gonna win.
I agree.
Oh, TP.
We got 3 people who are picking the Bengals, and we got 1, 2, 4 people picking I think two or three against the
I
Rams.
think we got 3 with the Rams and 3 with the Bengals now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, 6. So, yeah.
Five.
50-50.
All right. Who knows? We'll see tomorrow.
Johnny Savage, seriously, for tomorrow night's game between the Rams and Bengals, what are you expected to see the most on the Bengals side?
The defense. It's gonna be a defense game. Low scoring.
Low scoring, you said?
Yes, low scoring. It's gonna be like maybe Probably 14 to 21.
Yeah. I do want to comment on you, Sarah. If you consider
Sarah,
yourself
hey, listen.
a real Pittsburgh Steelers fan, you would never say that. You're not a Steelers fan if you say Steelers all the way. I'm sorry. Same thing with.
She's a woman, Joe. Just let her go. Just let her go.
Doesn't matter if it's a woman, doesn't matter if it's a man, doesn't matter if it's a child, doesn't matter if it's an octopus. When you pick the Bengals and you're a Steelers fan in dedication to the Pittsburgh Steelers, you're not a true Steelers fan. That's a fact right there, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, I think the Rams.
Johnny, can I say hi to Lily? Is Lily there? Let me say hi to Lily.
She's watching a fight right now.
Fight.
Oh, shit. Oh, okay. Don't interrupt her. She's going to beat you up again.
What is it, boxing or UFC?
No, I love. Johnny has a huge family. His daughter, his son, and then cousins and uncles and everything. And they're all fine people. Met them all.
Yeah, they're very good.
Johnny, I got to move to California. I have
See
to.
your studio, Johnny. We're going to put the studio bigger for you. Let's see it. Look at this. Look at all this. Look at this.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just his garage has more collectibles in it than a collector's store anywhere in the world. If he would start selling his shit on eBay, the guy would be a millionaire. Look at this.
Who's that?
And that's not even everything. Yeah.
Gotti, and send me the bull.
Gotti! Yeah. There's a
Send
connection to
me
the
the bull.
Mafia, of course. Mafia.
Oh, wow.
That's Gotti.
Strong guy.
It's the only reason. It's the only reason why I'm friends with Johnny, because I don't want him to come after me. I love Johnny.
Here's that Pirates go.
You do not have to be Italian to be part of the mafia, believe me. Oh, Al Pacino!
All right, there's an actor.
Was there a signature from Al Pacino on that picture you just showed?
Yeah.
Or not? There is, right? Oh, man.
The signature? Where's the signature?
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I don't see that.
Oh, it's there.
I like it. Looks really good. I love it. Thanks for sharing with us.
Johnny is a guy who knows a lot
Look at it.
about the
What is
world.
this? What's that?
Everyone who ever, all the actors who have been mafia included, plus the real mafia people. So you have to pick who's an actor, who's mafia. No, but I love that picture. I've seen them all.
I like it. Thanks for sharing with us, Johnny, once again. I appreciate it, buddy. How you been, Johnny? I haven't talked to you for a while. What's new with you, my friend?
I've been working, bro. Been busy.
Yeah.
Working
How's
meant to sucker.
Yeah, how's the wife and kids?
Doing well. How's your family doing?
Good, man. Family's good. How's COVID with down in California?
It's getting better. It's getting better. It's getting better.
That's good. That's good, my friend. Well, hey, you're not that far from the stadium. Are you purchasing some tickets for tomorrow? I bet you they're sold out, but you might get that odd guy that's screaming for tickets.
I think it's $800 a ticket or $1,000, isn't it?
No, it's like about 2,000 or 5,000 for a ticket.
Oh man, boy,
5,000.
Cowboys prices were high.
Prices are absolutely ridiculous. Like,
Wow.
there's no need to have a $5,000
Prices. Yeah.
Well, they're making big money. The Super Bowl, as they say, is one of the biggest money makers. So, for TV ads, what is it, $1 million or over $1 million for an ad for?
I think it's
15,
1
20 seconds.
1 point.
They got to pay for the halftime show and everybody else, I guess.
No, but even worldwide, Johnny Be Good, worldwide, they make money. You're.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, really,
Even
it's funny.
if
how
I
the Super
didn't
Bowl is
watch-
an international event.
Yeah. I never watch the seasons, but since I'm a little kid, I know every Super Bowl.
Yeah. But they have broadcasters from literally all over, from Asia and I think India. So to me, it's amazing that this Super Bowl, which we think is just North American, is really international. It's a big day. whether you know the teams
Yeah.
or not.
You know what, guys? We need a holiday after Super Bowl, because Super Bowl.
Johnny, face your microphone when you talk, please. I hear a lot.
No,
Say it again.
I said we need a holiday after Super Bowl.
Absolutely.
Because everybody drinks.
That's right.
And you feel horrible.
I wanna thank you for your comment.
Hangover day.
I love it. You know what a comment. I come on here to see the sexy host. Well, thank you for calling me sexy. I have to put that out there. I don't call myself sexy.
You can't be the sexy host if Johnny is on there. Sorry. You put him up.
You guys are too much. I seriously love you guys. You know, we got about 5 minutes left.
I love you, Don.
You know, I haven't told everybody this yet, but this is the final show and episode for football. And let me tell you something, guys. It has truly been an honor to come every single week and talk about picks, predictions, week by week, weekend by weekend, week by week, however you want to say it. I really enjoy just taking the time with Johnny B. Good, especially. He came multiple times on the show to talk about all the games, the spread. Let me tell you something. Johnny B. Good, he's really good with his predictions, and nobody would even have thought the 49ers were going to go into Lambeau and beat Green Bay, and that's exactly
including me.
You said San Francisco was going to win, and they did, right?
I had to pick. If honestly, I really didn't expect this. I was just happy beating the Cowboys. So honestly, I really didn't think there was, because they were showing that the Packers were 8-0 on the season in Lambeau Field. I think 22-2 in total at home. Like, you just don't go into Green Bay and win. So, and again, well, I mean, I don't want to rub it in, but I just said.
No, hey, brother, say whatever you want to say.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, even at the half, like I said, I think we had negative yardage and not even a first down at the half. So, again, probably one of the things I think Green Bay is going to look at it. You know, they kept saying it was special teams. I mean, there was some bad plays on special teams with the blocked field goal and all those things, but maybe that's one of the things, areas they've got to work on.
Yeah, they do. But, you know, man, I want to thank you seriously. You have taken time out of your schedule for all the shows you've done in football, especially. It has been really fun and an honor having you on the panel. You know, it really
I've enjoyed being here. It's been fun.
It has been fun. And
now, when you say you're done, are you done till the fall, you mean, or you're done?
No, what I mean, I'm done usually like covering, you know, because it's over. When the Super Bowl is done, no more football, right? We can talk about free agents as the season comes up, but we're going to go back into hockey and baseball, you know, training coming up and some boxing and WWE. We're going back into that role of sports.
Yeah, maybe even the draft. You can do a draft special, maybe.
Yeah, I'll be doing a draft this year coming up as well. I have a lot of things that I'm actually thinking about doing on the show. So
we talk about the food again.
Yeah, talk about the food again. Yeah, talk about the food again. Johnny Savage, what's for Super Bowl food for you tomorrow night? Because I love what you cook, and your stories are absolutely amazing.
Actually, I'm going to a party that my friends are from Fiji. They're Indians from Fiji. They're making lamb chops, and
they know how to cook. Food. They know how to cook.
Food.
Ram chops.
Thank you. I love to cook.
That sounds good. That sounds really good. I'll be over.
You're not in Fiji, Johnny. We know that. You're just lucky that the border is still closed. I gotta go down to California. I gotta, Johnny, you're next on my list.
You gotta come, man. You gotta come.
No, I know. I will.
Guys, it's been a pleasure. You guys have any last words to say? You guys take the floor. Anybody?
Can I start?
Go ahead. You start.
I don't know much about sports in America, especially not as much as Rita or John or Johnny, and I have learned a lot just listening in to Joe's Sport Channel every Saturday. Thank you.
I miss you. I miss you guys. And John, I miss you, John. I miss you from Texas. John from Texas, I miss you.
All right. We miss you too. You got to get on here again more often. You're just working too hard, John. working too hard. Take a break once in a while.
Yeah, you're working too hard, buddy. You are actually. Rita, Johnny B. Gear, Mr. Laurinaitis, any last
All right.
words? Any last words?
Always a pleasure to meet everybody and to listen to everybody's predictions, and so knowledgeable. Every one of you guys. Yeah, it's amazing.
Thank you.
Now,
You're
the question is, we should have done like the experts do. What's our running total, or what's our numbers on our predictions?
Yeah, we should have.
We shall see tomorrow how our predictions go.
We should.
That's right.
We should. Mr. Laurinaitis, it's always a pleasure having you on the panel with all these amazing, beautiful Boonie believers. And I really appreciate you, seriously, coming on as well. And it's nice to have a guy from Lubbock, Texas, that lives in Lubbock, Texas, cheers for the Pittsburgh Steelers, but just has so much knowledge about sports, but comes on here and sometimes he doesn't even need to talk. He just listens in and he feels like he's a part of the show. He is part of the show. Just sits back, has his beer usually, and sitting back and just watching us. That's what I love about you, Mr. Laurinaitis. So thank you, buddy. Seriously.
Oh, you're
Thank you.
welcome, Barry. You're very welcome.
Thank you, John.
Yeah. Thanks. Thank you.
And Johnny, be good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, as I said, I'll be happy to talk hockey if you want. My team's in the basement, so hopefully some coaching changes will turn them around. But I don't have time.
Well, listen to me, Johnny. Today, my Toronto Maple Leafs, they lost against a team I'm in the city of. And, I'm feeling like car bombing downtown Vancouver.
But they didn't look good against the Flames the other night either.
Bernie wants to say something to everybody, but I have to shut my camera off.
Moment, good to see you, Moment.
How you guys doing? Sorry,
You came in the last moments of the show, Helmet.
I know. My boy
What's your prediction? We'll get you in a few minutes. What's your prediction?
Can I say something to you all?
Let's hear what Bernie has to say. Go ahead, Bernie. Take the floor. It's yours.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for this
I'm gonna
moment.
put your face
I
on.
heard you over talking before, and you were saying, "Oh well, we going to give our opinion about the game, but that's up to the experts." And I said, "You know what? Sometimes experts are wrong, and when the experts are wrong, that makes your opinion right." And your experts is right. Yay!
God bless you, Bernie.
Thank you, brother. God bless you, my friend. God bless
We
you.
all get our turn.
Yes.
Oh, Joe Bunny. Can I say something, Joe? Can I say something, Joe Bunny?
Yes, go ahead, Johnny Savage.
Oh, Joe Bunny. I bought square. You know squares that you buy. The squares you buy for bet money.
Yeah.
So I bet $1,000 square, and I got good numbers. First quarter I get 10,000. Second quarter I get 10,000. Third quarter I get 10,000, and the final I could win $30,000.
Wow.
So it's very important. So Joe Bunny, you should go live tomorrow on halftime.
On what on Instagram?
Yeah, go into live Instagram or go.
No, or StreamYard. It doesn't matter.
StreamYard.
Hey, I might do. I might have to do. Okay, I'll have to look into that. If I have time, I'll do that. Ahmed, my father, Mo Meister. Good evening, my friend. We're running out of time, but I want to ask you what your prediction and the score. I'm really excited to hear what you have to say.
Salam alaikum.
I want Stafford to win just because Stafford. He's been in the league forever and he deserves it. But again, Cincinnati too, man. I want Cincinnati to win too.
Yeah, me too. I want Cincinnati big time.
It has to be one, right? Can't have two, right? And they both.
Yeah,
to be
well,
honest,
you know what? They're stacked. They're like it'd be hard for Cincinnati to win, but they're stacked.
Hey, wait. Hey, you said Kansas City was going to blow out Cincinnati. Well, they did first half.
They did the first half.
They came back and defeated the Cincinnati Bengals.
It's sport. You never know.
Never know. Yeah, that's right.
All right. But what are the odds, right? What are the odds Cincinnati win? What are the odds the Bengals are in the Super Bowl? Very slim.
It's like 5-1. 5-1, I think. 5-1.
Something like that. Or even 5-4.
Well, they said, had you picked the Bengals at the start of the season, how much money even if you put some money down, even $100, boy, you'd have been rich.
Just off that. Guys, thank you so much. And we will see you very soon. Johnny, be good. I'll call you tomorrow afternoon sometime, and we can talk. But thank you guys.
All right.
You know what?
Thank you all.
You know, Bortles. That guy he's fast. They can't catch him. He's fast.
Yeah.
He moves pretty fast.
Aaron Donald will lead him up.
Look, based on this, maybe we should start the discussion again and talk it through. I love you, Johnny. Johnny, I love you.
And you only get that from Germans, ladies and gentlemen. Only from the great Germans.
I never lie.
You're lying.
Hey,
He got me. He got me.
one thing is a positive note from you. A positive thing. Your camera and your audio is working this weekend. Right?
Very.
Right?
You don't want to know how much that cost me. No, I don't know what happened. I took it all apart, and my kids too. And now we are set. End of story. Mohammed, you came in late.
But you're working. We can see you.
No,
Live.
salam alaikum.
Salam alaikum, brother.
I love you guys. And Hamid, sit backstage. I'll talk to you after.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Love you guys. Thanks for having me.
Take care.
All right.
All right, guys.
See ya. Folks, thank you for making this show great. From the chat to the great Boonie Believers. You guys are actually, the chat are the Boonie Believers, but even the people that came on the panel tonight, it has truly, and I mean, it has truly been an honor. This is the final episode of the 2022 season, and not only season, but Super Bowl. I will not be doing any more football until free agent comes, the NFL draft. We are going back into hockey, Major League Baseball, preseason, and the regular season, and a lot more hockey, and maybe even some curling and some more sports on the way. But I love each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart. Without you guys and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the man upstairs, the mighty God, this would never be happening. So thank you guys very much. I appreciate it. God bless the USA.